Okay.
Or what would be some of the
You would have to back up a little.
what would be some of the cons about this? Because
Literally,
it sounds like all this good stuff, but it has to be.
people don't spend the money. That would be.
So the people that are saving all this money,
So the people that are saving all the money.
and the government just giving it away,
Yes, I think that would probably be the biggest problem if for UBI. UBI, everyone's getting money.
So you don't think inflation would be a big problem?
A big problem.
Think about all
It
this
would.
money that's being printed.
It would take. Um, so yeah, that would be the biggest problem if everyone's getting the money, but they have to live off of something, right?
What do you mean?
So like they're gonna have to be paying bills, they're gonna have to be paying the rent, everything. So worst case scenario would be someone's working at McDonald's, making $9-10 an hour. They get this UBI and they just keep that into a savings account. And then like don't spend it, and they keep living off of the $9 an hour. And don't take vacations, and don't invest, don't buy cars, don't buy houses. Like just strictly into a savings account. That would be, I guess, worst case scenario. Because then we of course we'd be getting taxed a little bit more, I would imagine. And at that point, now we're all paying a small portion for them to retire early.
There has to be, I think, there has to be a bigger problem with it than just that.
What else?
Because say 50% of the population does that, right? And then the other 50% are spending it, stimulating the economy.
We need a microphone so I don't think we can hear you. No, I mean, I believe the lazy people.
And then like the government is having to do all this extra work,
What were
printing the money, giving out, making all the laws,
They make laws every day though. Like,
people go and try to find loopholes and things.
loophole for what though? It's a simple $1,200 a month.
So that like even millionaires are getting.
And so that's where it's like the debate, I guess. Like, do you give the $1,200 to everybody, or do you just give it to the ones making less than $75,000 a year?
And what if you're making 61 and then those 12, 63, and those 12
Then-
bump you up to 75? Like
Then I mean, it would be said like, do you make if you're making 71,000
pre the money.
pre that?
So if you're making 74,000 a year, then
I
you
mean,
can do
if
it.
it'd be by the law. So if the law says 75, if you're making 74, you got so fucking lucky. But if you're making 76 and you got cut off, you're fucking screwed.
And the people that lie about how much they make, then it's
What you got like?
I mean, you prove it on taxes. People can lie on taxes, so then it goes to the audits.
Yep.
So audits would have to get more strict.
Yep. Hire more audits and just get stricter with it.
How about inflation? 'Cause I don't think you think inflation is a problem at all.
I don't think so.
The problem with just making more money is that it's
So
pointless.
here's my question was inflation. Because
Question with inflation.
the reason, at least I believe the reason that it was specifically $1,200 was because that's that's like just over the amount to be considered like poor, legally like poverty, to make less than. I feel like it was 12,000, not 14,000. Are you sure it was 1,200 a month? I think it was 1,000 a month. I feel like it was $1,000
So
a
we're,
month.
I'm probably getting 1,200 from the stimulus.
Yeah.
Probably
Pretty sure it was 1,000 because I remember it being like $12,000. So you make. Sorry, dumbass over here said 1,200.
Hey, edited that part out.
Yeah, sure. Scotty, you got that? Okay.
Scotty Pippen.
But yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's 1,000. Everyone's gonna get $1,000.
Okay.
The reason that it was that he chose specifically 1,000 and not 500 or 2,000 was because 12,000. I think it was like 12,300 or 12,200 and some change. That was the line of poverty. So at that point, you're making that money, and you just gotta make $300 a year to not be considered poor.
Wait, $300 a year to not be poor?
Yeah, because the government is giving you 12,000, and the poverty line is 12,300, like roughly whatever it is, whatever the exact number is.
So they still have to kind of have a job?
Like, I mean, they don't have to. They can just live off
Just
of
be
poverty. Yeah. But
So you're gonna help homeless people? How about
Yeah.
people that like don't have any identity? Oh yeah, how about like immigrants?
I think they would come after, obviously. I mean, I don't think immigrants should be getting. Yeah, no, I don't think immigrants should be getting that money.
So they're not part of the economy? They don't add anything to this country?
They definitely add money to the economy. With that being said, I don't think they should get all the benefit.
Because they imagine all the people coming over, yo, they giving away money.
Exactly, yeah, that would cause a big problem. Damn, that's right, I didn't think about that. That would cause a big problem.
Like, I'm not talking about just Mexico, like.
Yeah, no,
And
all
then
the
they get a
Africans.
job, send that money.
Yep. Like, damn. So yeah, definitely no immigrants.
Probably got to live here, have been living here for like 5 years or something.
I would just say every citizen, 18 or over.
What if there's citizens living out of the country?
Military, yes.
Or studying abroad? Yeah, that too. But if they just move, like. Because they're not going to stimulate this economy with that
Probably
money.
not actually. I would probably put the requirements that you have to be now U.S. residents would be like what I'm kind of debating, because like residents do they're a big part of the economy as well. So undocumented immigrants, no. Citizens, yes, obviously, and I guess like the middleman would be the residents, because it takes years for them to get residency. So what if they do go through the whole process and they show they are going to be good Americans?
How about people in jail?
No. People in jail, no. As soon as they come out, sure. But people in jail, no, because that's a huge fucking savings account. All you gotta do is just stay in jail. And your money's
Get your
coming
food
up.
paid for.
Exactly. No, people in jail, no. And that would be a good incentive to keep people out of jail. Oh, Andrew Yang talked about that. He said that would be a good incentive as well.
Less crime?
Less crime.
Or more crime because more people got money?
No, because people are stealing and looting because they don't have the money to go and buy that.
I hear that a lot, but I'm kind of iffy on that.
I personally stopped stealing. Whenever I was broke, I was pretty much taking.
Well, I was stealing whenever I didn't need to steal. Like when I was with my parents, I'd take some gum or something. Just bleep some words out.
Scotty. But I think but that's gum. That's small, itty bitty shit.
What were you stealing? Cars?
I was seeing WWE movies. I was stealing just food, to be honest. I got
Stealing like a whole pack of meat. Hi baby, we eating good tonight. I just hit a lick on the food line down the street.
You think she don't notice it?
Erica, what's up?
What do you think about everybody getting a UBI, a universal basic income?
Everybody getting what?
UBI, universal basic income.
How much?
getting $1,000 a month. Every
Plus the working?
plus work, your work. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, sign me up.
Who wouldn't?
Well, let us tell you about Andrew Yang.
Hello.
See, people don't know shit like that, and then if they found out there was a presidential candidate trying to do that, hell yeah, that's fine.
No.
But then, like, why wouldn't like, don't we just tell them, like, and we'll find you would boost your wallets up.
What if all his other policies were trash? They won't care. It would just be worse than Trump.
Moses tried to do it, but he couldn't.
Hey, I'm gonna redeem myself.
Are you?
I'm gonna try.
He sucked, didn't he, David?
He did.
I know. What?
So, I think like the big problem with Andrew Yang was that he was seen as just universal basic income.
Well, that was part of his thing too. He was like, if you've heard about me, no, he was like, you probably haven't heard about me. And if you have, I'm an Asian guy. That's the opposite of Trump, and I'm trying to give away a bunch of money. Like that's what he would start off.
He would say, I'm just an Asian guy who likes math.
And giving away money.
I bought you
Who
that
wants to
shirt
give
while
away
we
money?
I
go.
don't think he said that.
I'm pretty
I don't
sure.
think he said that. However,
It was a $60 shirt on there for $10.
like he was he was embracing the technology like coming up, and he knew robots were gonna take our jobs. He knows robots were gonna take our jobs.
Did you know that?
I think robots will take a big portion of our jobs. I do think, with that being said, just like automation, we're gonna create new jobs with robots taking jobs.
Okay.
But
Alright, I'll change it.
It's definitely gonna be a big hit.
No.
yeah, it's gonna be a
Yeah,
massive
with
hit.
Kayla, that
I
I
believe
said.
that robots
Michaela?
will take a lot of
They
jobs
can leave about
and give us
8:45 because
some
they're
new
gonna
jobs.
leave and
But I think they're
go
gonna
to
take more jobs than
And
than
he's
they
got to
do
get
us.
up and go to work tomorrow, so if he needs to rest, you better tell him to take a nap now.
Well, that goes to the whole thing with like giving people money. They don't have to work for it anymore. Getting robots to these jobs people don't have to do anymore. And that can go both ways. It can go, okay, people can now do, instead of slaving at work all day, every day, they can focus on things that they like to do. If you're an artist, you know, you can do that.
Alright,
But then also, that now gives you the incentive, like, oh, I can create a business now, a little mom and pop shop, and, I mean, you either, like, you make your money, hopefully the business sustains on its own, and you live off of those $12,000. You and your family, you and your wife, are now living off of $24,000. And you don't have to have robots to take someone else's job, you can just hire people. If you're anti-robots, hire people. At least that's what I believe with immigrants as well. If you're
Do you think that's because with automation and giving people way money, I feel like it's making like somebody lazy. So is that a good direction that we want to go in and giving people all this freedom to, you know, people are gonna choose invest my time in what I like to do. I'm gonna invest my time sitting home drinking all day. Where people right now don't really have choice. They're working.
New episode of My Hero Academia came out today.
They're working. They can't do what they want. They can't just drink all day.
But even if you're drinking all day, your health is deteriorating, right? But are you now at home drinking all day, every day, strictly because you are now getting $12,000 a year?
I mean, you don't have a job to go. I mean,
You don't need to go to a job.
right.
So if you are now only drinking and deteriorating your health because you're getting 12,000, I mean,
It's getting rid of those people with that mindset.
exactly. I mean, we're getting rid of the bad apples in the workplace, and
That sounds fucked
it
up.
sounds fucked up, but we're
It's like Corona. You're getting rid of the.
Okay, that's
Who's gonna do the bad apple?
the Donna, TJ, Manny.
Scotty. So you've been listening to us this whole time?
I just heard the bad apple, about getting rid of bad apple.
But
I didn't know if you went here or somewhere else.
just all like with UBI.
Okay, this is 14 minutes.
Do you think that's gonna happen?
We probably got like 9 minutes after edit.
Do Do you think
I
that's
think we
gonna
should get
happen?
like to like 25, maybe. We got 15 minutes
Oh,
after.
well, after 10 you get
Yeah.
the ads.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Oh,
What are you doing?
you don't believe in us?
What are y'all about to do?
We're trying to go viral.
Oh hell, let me get out of here.
1 million people have seen it already.
No, they haven't.
It's live, right? How many?
It's not
1,000.
500. It's just going up.
Yeah.
live.
Alright, so what's your opinion on UBI? So everybody getting an extra 12.
Do you think people in jail should get $1,000 also?
Who?
People in
no,
jail?
No, hold on. But first of all, let's just, what do you think about every single
18.
U.S. citizen over the age of 18? U.S. citizen adult?
Well, who would say no? Duh.
You don't
The
think there would be
people-
any bad things
You think,
coming from
think
it?
about all the people that, like right now, are just kind of living off of
Welfare.
unemployment, welfare.
Well,
and-
just hope that they would use the money wisely.
Well, what do you think about the people who are right now living off of unemployment, food stamps?
You mean
all
they're
that
gonna
stuff?
give that too, plus?
No. So.
Oh, well then
so-
that's their fault, they need to,
So no, like, what do you think about them now? Who like choose not to go to work so that they can keep getting
Live off the
unemployment
government.
or
yeah,
disability?
they're lazy.
Okay. Now,
They can get out and work, they were working before, so they can find another job somewhere else.
well, now they have disability. Maybe they hurt their ankle or something.
They will heal.
Well, they don't have money
They
to
could
pay
get a
for
job
it.
here. You could sit on their ass and do it. I mean, who couldn't, really? Even a disabled person can almost do the job.
Are you taking your
Unless they're
training?
fully disabled.
Are you taking your training on the Disability Act?
No,
Well, I did it today.
I know, I need to do.
What is it about discrimination?
So y'all sit back here, the chairs aren't going.
And
Fill me in under you.
so basically, what Andrew wanted to do is he was going to give
I thought you said he wanted to give Americans $2,000.
$1,000 a month, and if you're a couple, you'd be getting $2,000. So, Andrew, let's see. So in your case, y'all would be getting $2,000 a month. You and Josh would be getting $1,000 each,
Plus working?
plus working.
Oh, yeah, if they have all them credit cards.
Yes. But with that being said, everybody would be getting, like every couple would be getting an extra $24,000. So that kind of creates a little incentive for people to not go to work and just stay home and drink or.
What I say, the ones that are gonna use it for drinking alcohol, don't give it to them, give it us.
But we don't know that. We don't know how they're gonna.
Well, fuck it, then if they end up in rehab and they overdose and die, then
At
that's
least they
their
got
fault.
money to pay for rehab.
Exactly, then that's their fault. Us, on the other hand, we're gonna be working and still keeping money,
So what's
right?
the whole point of this discussion?
To,
Is that right?
I guess talk to people and see their views, and hopefully we can create a movement and a following to.
Are y'all really gonna go live on this? I mean, I'm wondering.
Scotty?
How
Oh, you haven't
many
met
people
Scotty
work?
yet.
Oh yeah.
Who's that?
It's our film.
Imaginary friend?
That's our editor. It's our
Who's
video.
that?
It's our video editor.
You met him? You talked with him?
Have you met God? Have you talked to God?
Yes, I talked to him.
All right, we talked to Scotty. Isn't that right, my boy?
Oh my God. Hey, Scotty.
You met Scotty.
She believes him.
Yeah, I met him.
So
He's
I
about
mean,
to
I
try to
can
talk
just
David
post
right
it.
now.
Whatever the fuck.
Well, I think they could be people giving their opinions and then like, or maybe some people will learn something from us.
Okay, so what are y'all doing? I mean, tell me.
Alright, I'm
what are
full.
y'all-